Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Artistic channel. My name is Tubi, and today I gotta tell y'all how your boy done lost his tablet and Apple Pencil 5 hours before submitting an illustration for a talent house competition. Now this competition is supposed to help promote the new movie Space Jam: A New Legacy featuring LeBron, and your boy done lost his stuff. So 4 hours and 59 minutes later, I finally found him. You know what I'm saying? So now at the last minute, I gotta try to hurry up and get it submitted and get it done before the deadline. Well, at least that's how it felt. But anyway, when I say I had a great time creating this one, I actually did. It was pretty cool, pretty fun. They ended up providing a link that had all the brief materials, which is pretty much like the concept art, all the references that we could play around with to try to get all the creative juices going. And so that's what we did. That's what I did. And it turned out pretty cool. And so I want to show you the process today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're not going to waste any more time. Let's get started. And for the smiley face, I'm going to go ahead and just do a normal face, but I'm going to make some angry eyes because I'm low-key mad I lost. But yeah, let's get to it.
Hold on, is that young?
So like I mentioned, we did have a pretty decent amount of references that we could go by in the brief materials. One of the biggest helps was the trailer. I tried to screenshot every piece of LeBron that I could out of that trailer just to come up with a decent pose or like a facial feature. And so it was a struggle, but it was a big help because you got to, see what kind of perspective or what kind of height or just what kind of foreground or background that you could use for him. I'm not gonna lie, I started early with the details on this one because, like I said, I was running out of time. It was kind of last minute. But man, when it came to the lighting and everything that came with the portrait, I was a little nervous because this movie is going to be a very colorful movie. And so I didn't know which way to go with the lighting and everything. And so I just tried the basics first. And then later you'll see how I try to incorporate some of the different hues and colors and stuff from the movie. And so to be totally honest, I did have to kind of deviate from some of the source materials and try to find some other faces that LeBron have just to try to incorporate some realism and details in his face. Because, man, it was an option to include the live action characters. You could have used any of the cast for the movie or from the trailer. And so I chose LeBron, but some of the images were very quickly moved throughout the trailer to where it was kind of pixelated. And so yeah, I had to do what I had to do to make it work. So yeah, I think this is the part where I start trying to add a little bit more detail in the ear. Man, them ears ain't for me. So I had his ear looking like Mike Tyson got to him, but it worked out a little bit later. You'll see. I think that's the beginning stages. And then I had to get him right, that edge up right. You feel me? It actually turned out pretty good. For the beard and the mustache, I was gonna decide to make it really real as I could, you know what I'm saying, like actual strands of hair and stuff, but I did that a little bit, but I didn't want to overdo it because I did want it to look kind of like a painting, because later I have to incorporate the Looney Tunes as part of it. And so I didn't want it to just look like a super real like portrait and then have like cartoony stuff in there too and then not balance out. Maybe that's an excuse. I don't know. All right, so now we got the shapes coming for the body. The jersey for this movie is cold-blooded, in my opinion. Cold. The colorway, everything about it was hard. So I was like, man, let me see how I can finesse this one. And it worked out real good with this pose. I got him facing the front. He's in front. He's gonna be in front of everybody in this painting. And so, yep, I tried to do everything I could to make the jersey really, really pop. And so here I go again, trying to add too much detail. I was running out of time, and I'm sitting there adding stretch marks to his shoulders and trying to get the cuts of his muscles right, and wrinkles in the jersey and stuff. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna ever get this thing done. But it did turn out cool. It turned out real, real cool. The jersey was my favorite part, so I had to go crazy on it as best as I could. So now I had the letters and the font in mind on this part, and I just wanted to make sure that I put it in a way to where it stood out. Only thing I failed to do was position it right to where the second half of the letters would show. So it just says Tune at the top, but Squad is underneath and it's kind of cut off. It was too late for me to try to fix it and change it up, so I just left it like that. And then midway, one of my friends was like, yo, his mouth looked like somebody punched him. So I had to scoot his mouth over and fix that real quick, and then I just resumed the letters. It still turned out cool though, even though you can't see the full word like squad or whatever. It still turned out good in my opinion. And so here we just add more detail to the skin, a little bit more to the jersey. At this point, LeBron's pretty much finished. You know what I'm saying? Little highlights, shadows, just trying to make everything work out. Because right now we're getting ready to lead to one of the more important parts of the painting, which is the Looney Tunes. And so I had to pull out the sketch pad and just start sketching. All right, so Lola Bunny was first, of course. For her, she's going to be above everybody in a sense, so I had her looking down but straightforward. And then Bugs Bunny, he's facing a different direction, but his eyes are still facing the same direction everyone else is looking. Then we had Tweety Bird, very simple. We're just going to have him floating around like he always do on LeBron's shoulder. And then Daffy is in front of Lola Bunny, and he's the one holding the ball. And so, yeah, we can just go right back into the painting. At this point, I'm adding inks to the sketches that I just did. And so, yeah, we started with Lola Bunny again. And this was a fun part, too. I think I said the jersey was my favorite part. I ain't gonna lie. The inking for the Looney Tunes and getting them set up and everything, that was probably one of my favorite parts, too. Because I had to do jerseys on them as well. And so, yeah, it was challenging, but it was fun. experimented with the background a little bit before adding the Looney Tunes in there. I honestly didn't know what to do with the background. I mean, I had some ideas, but I was running out of time so fast. Time was just going by, and I had a deadline to submit this. So I just splashed some color back there and was like, man, we're just gonna do it like this and just see how it work out in the end. Alright, so now we're adding color to the Looney Tunes finally. I almost forgot an important piece on Lola. In the trailer, she got a sleeve, just like LeBron. He got one on his left arm. Well, Lola Bunny got one on her right arm in the trailer, and so I almost forgot to add that, but I caught it later, and you'll see me add that too. By the way, did everybody know that well, I'm pretty sure y'all know Zendaya is voice acting Lola Bunny. I thought that was dope. And if you haven't seen my Zendaya video, you should go check it out, because I did a digital portrait painting of her too. So adding some detail to the Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, we got his jersey right. We added that sleeve that I was talking about on Lola. We added some shine, some shadows. I didn't want them to just look flat, so I definitely added some depth to them. Alright, so now we're down to the last details of the painting. Extra shines and shadows and highlights. I added some more color, played with the background a little bit more, and then that was pretty much it. And there we have it. Digital portrait painting to support Space Jam: A New Legacy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Have a good one. Catch you next time.